And I've got a question back that's come in. This is much more prosaic and practical, Rachel, and I know you've worked with schools that are using badges now. I think it's a real honest question. How do schools practically get about administrating badges? Teachers are busy, da 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 da. How do they? Have you got examples of how people actually do it that make it work?
I mean, for each school, I think it's really important for each school to identify who is going to lead on this and have a sort of badge champion, and then to think about what aspects of school life that they feel would be appropriate to badge. So that could be tying it into it could be digital, it could be directly around careers, but it also could be other aspects. So one school they've run what they're calling a BME mentoring project. So they have students who will mentor others, and they've had the University of Sussex working very closely with those students. That's another aspect in terms of that personal development. I'm just trying to think what else. Whatever it might be, I think you can be really creative here. And as I say, during lockdown, there was a particular school. It was actually the deputy head who took this on, who subsequently become the head teacher, Shelley Baker at Barndy. She got to grips with this immediately, and she was sort of thinking about all different ways that she could keep students engaged with school by giving them something extra. So I think it's really identifying the area that you want to develop, as making sure that you have a leader, and it may be somebody who wants to develop, doing their senior leadership development, that they want to take on a project that they could then, that's another school has done that, is that a senior leader wanted to develop further and took this forward because it developed lots of skills for them. So I think that's the main thing, but not to be overwhelmed by it. Start small and perhaps think about a couple of areas to focus on. But also I believe we have put in place really effective support programs. So the development of the badges, how you download the badges. Believe me, the pilot was a lot more complicated. I think we've learned from our experiences how to simplify and make it really accessible. And schools weren't so involved in the pilot until we got into lockdown and realizing that there were lots of ways in which to keep young people engaged with their education. So I think there's lots of potential there.